Today I want to share with you how I record 10 videos in one day. I'm going to give you the exact process, the exact blueprint that I use to really magnify my production and maintain it at a high quality. That's very important. We're not talking about just making any types of videos. We're making videos that have high impact and have the opportunity of changing people's lives with the information that you provide. So with that being said, let me just go ahead and screen share and let's get going. This is a very fun topic for me. If I could have screen shared the perfect, the actual screen, that would have been better instead of going to the wrong one. So here we go. That's awesome. Let's get going. The entire concept around the productivity that I have revolves around batching, revolves around doing a set task in silos. So what that means is creating multiple videos at once. This means creating multiple videos as opposed to going from beginning all the way to end with one video and starting over and over again. A lot of the creators, actually all of the high level creators that you see out there, are working on multiple videos at once. That's the secret to them being able to produce video after video after video after video, but they have a system. Not only do they have a team, you may be a one person band right now, and that's okay. You don't need multiple people to get started, but I'm going to share with you exactly the blueprint to follow so you can optimize your video production to where it's not a chore, to where you're not frustrated, to where you don't burn out. It's very important. So as we're going through, just understand this concept. Don't worry about writing notes. If you're interested in the entire breakdown, along with my preferred vendors that you're going to see here, just email me at admin@Resendiz.com and I'll send it right over to you. So let's get to this right now. So remember, everything is based off of making multiple videos in at once, but also in silos. So meaning a certain task, we're doing this in one go. So let's think about the videos that we're going to make. We want to get 10 videos out. So in order to do that, what we actually need to do is get about 20 videos brainstormed. So our first stop is brainstorming ideas. Let's get the juices going. So how to buy a house. That's important. I get that question all the time. How to sell a house. Yeah, it's a video I want to make. How's the market right now? What is the option period? What is earnest money? That, I think you get the point. So right now, what I'm doing right now is brainstorming. So just think about that. It's something you do right now. It's you coming up with an idea. Either you are intentional with it or it just comes to you. There's no different than what you're doing right now. You may not have seen it this way. It may not have come up this way, or it's not something you've thought about this way, but it's really what you're doing right now. You just don't realize it. So once you get through brainstorming, this isn't to get 10 videos out, it's not gonna take you more than 15 minutes to brainstorm 20 topic ideas. It's really gonna go quickly because right now we're just free flowing. We get on this creativity kick, right? But now once we have all of that ready to go, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move these over here. And what we're doing, and just a quick reset here, what you're seeing right now is Trello. Trello is the project management tool that I use. If you want the exact template, then I'll actually link it down below for your convenience so you see it. But you can use anything. You can use Asana, you can use Monday.com, you can use Basecamp, you can use a piece of paper, you can use Excel, you can use Google Docs, whatever. It's up to you. I want you to just understand this concept and apply it in your business, in your video making strategy. So we just came from brainstorming. We spent 15 minutes there, if that, coming up with 20 topic ideas. Now, Jaime, you want to do 10 videos. Why do you do 20? Well, here's the thing. In the optimize phase, I need to justify these video ideas. So I need to see, hey, is there anybody that is even searching for this? So I'm going to use tools like Keywords Everywhere. I'm going to use tools like TubeBuddy. I'm going to use tools like vidIQ. I'm going to use tools like the keyword planner on Google Ads. I'm going to use things like going over to Google and typing in how to buy a house and let the autocomplete tell me what happens next. Same thing with YouTube. Type in how to buy a house and let the autocomplete tell me what people are searching for. So I'm seeing, hey, is anybody even looking for this? So that's what I'm doing with optimizing. I'm looking for what's the better way of saying this to where people will actually, to what people are actually looking for. So it may be so subtle, such as how to buy a home. Which gives me more traffic? Is it house or home? So be that diligent with it. So you're looking for traffic, you're looking for keyword phrases, and you're looking to stand out by pairing your title. So what we're doing right now is just optimizing the title, but pairing that with your thumbnail. The thumbnail is very important in YouTube. So whenever you're on YouTube, you're scrolling through your YouTube feed if you're on your phone, and then what's going to stop you first is the thumbnail. And then if it just draws you so powerfully enough, you're going to look and read the title. What's this video about? Right? So that's something you're doing right now. You're not going to the title first, you're going to the thumbnail first. So that's why you have to do that in this in the optimization. You have to keep these together. So here's where you actually create your thumbnail, or at least get the idea of what it's going to look like. So it's very powerful. It's very important that you realize that. So if you click through, again, I don't care if you use Trello. If you want that, then this Trello board, I'll share it down below. If you want the entire process, then just email me at admin@JaimeResendiz.com. The team will send it right over to you. But the reason I like Trello is because now I can create a checklist if I want right there and add action items. Or if I want to attach a hyperlink. So if I wanted to paste my hyperlink, my website right there as an example, or anything that is going to help me in the future, just for ideas or whatever, I can do that right there. But well, you'll see what scripting looks like here in a little bit. So what's important to me is finding that title and optimizing the title, writing down some notes on thumbnail, what I want it to look like. If I'm doing it myself, then I'll go ahead and create it. If I'm outsourcing it to my designer, which as a heads up, I outsource all of my thumbnails to my designer. So I just put some notes down on what I want them to look like. So then I can send those notes over to my designer so he could get to work on that. But what I find is, let's just say how to buy a house is too competitive. By the way, it's a bit competitive right now on that keyword phrase. So you have to get a little bit more creative. How to buy a house in a competitive market. That's different. So again, you're looking for ways to stand out. Your keyword phrase is this. This is going to be that seduction. This is going to be what pulls people in and creates that mystery, that intrigue, and really get them to buy into watching your video. And they're going to go all the way through. So you're optimizing right there. But now we're going to move them over to scripting. So that's all optimizing. You're working on your title. You're working on your thumbnail, making sure that this is a video that you want to make. Now, answering the question of, well, Jaime, you said 20 to brainstorm. Why not 10? Well, when I do that brainstorming, keep in mind that I'm just free flowing. I don't care about the title. I don't care about anything. I just think that these are going to be good videos. Then I throw them over to optimize. I may find that some of those videos are actually not as good as I thought. Meaning like, this topic's just not one that I want to cover. Or you're going to find that, you know what? This actually makes sense for me. The option period, it kind of makes sense for me to include that with me explaining earnest money and creating that dichotomy. So I may say option money or option period. So let's just say that's option money, option period right here. So let's just say that's what we had said for this point. So option money versus earnest money. Then you combine them. So that's why I suggest brainstorm more than you're going to want to produce. So brainstorm 20, you're going to come out with 10 at least. Now, when you're scripting, you can go through and write out the entire script if you want. If you want to write out the entire script and use a projector that sits right behind your camera, so you're looking at the camera, but you are actually reading, you can do it that way if you want. Or you can just bullet point. So here, as you're going through point 1, point 2, point 3, give yourself notes in what you want it to say. So let's just say intro. So intro hook. So you're saying what this video is about and hook people in. And they're just going to get right into it. Point 1, point 2, point 3. You don't have to call it point 1, point 2, but I'm just illustrating here, what to consider when buying a house in a competitive market, or how to buy a house. So you're going to give your advice here, advice 2, advice 3, and then you're out. It's really that simple. Now, your cadence can look different, your structure can look different, but for all intents and purposes, this isn't that far off than what you see here. What we're talking about, I gave you a little bit of what this video is about, a little bit of a hook of how to record 10 videos, or how I've been recording 10 videos in one day. And then I went straight into it. No sense in wasting your time or mine. Now, once you scripted it, or you've done your bullet points, then you're gonna do that for all of these. Remember, you're optimizing all at once, you're scripting all at once, and now you're gonna record all at once. The reason it's so important that you record all of your videos at once is because you only have to set your lighting up once. You only have to test your audio once. You only have to get your set right done once, your focus once, to ensure that you have and well, I was about to make a battery joke. Never mind. So you are only needing to do that once. So this is something that you can schedule early in the day if you feel most energetic during the day and better clear mind, if you will. Clearly, I don't have a clear mind right now. Or later in the day, whenever it's convenient for you, because this is something that you can't really work around. You can't really fit in whenever you're going about your day. So the record part, that's really the most pivotal one, because this is actually what people are going to see. And also, it's one of the biggest reasons that a lot of video creators fail, because, oh, I don't have time. Well, when are you recording? Well, I mean, whenever I have time. Well, that's not a good schedule. So that's why you get to maximize your time. You're gonna find how crystal clear you are with your video making, or how much better you're gonna be able with your video making by going through and doing all this at once. So once you record this one, cool, I'm out of the way. Now, how to sell a house. Here are my notes that I had. Okay, cool. I had this note, pretend there are notes here. And then, all right, we recorded, cool. Now, when you're recording, just as a quick pro tip, if you're doing talking head videos like I am right now, then you just open up the, let's bring this back so you can see it fully. Wrong one. You open up your notes, you look at your notes. This is what I wanted to say for the intro and hook. Try to do the intro hook. If you mess it up, pause for 0.1 second and try it again, and try it again, and try it again. Keep everything on the same file. You don't have to stop the recorder. You don't have to do any of that. You just try and try, because editing, boom, you can chop all that up and you're done. But anyway, so let's just keep going over here. Again, if you're interested in this Trello board, I'll link it down below. But also, if you want the entire process, then just email me at admin@JaimeResendiz.com. Now, when you get to the editing part, this is going to take you, depending on how good you are in front of camera. And when I mean good, that's very subjective. I just mean like how less critical you are on yourself, just right out there. Some of you are really, you're able to speak pretty well. I'm not that good in speaking in front of the camera, but I make it work. So some of you are either going to spend your majority of your time recording or a majority of your time editing. It just depends on how critical you are of yourself. It has really a lot to do with personality type, to be honest with you, but we're not going to get into that type of conversation. When it comes to editing, you can do as many in one sitting as you possibly can. So here, the reason how I'm able to record 10 videos at once is I'm able to get all of those processes. I'm able to go through the entire process right here, brainstorm after my script and record pretty quickly. Recording is going to be what takes me the longest. Now, for me, the luxury that I have is that I have a designer for my thumbnails. I have a editor for my editing. So once I get through here, it's going to go over to my editor. So thank you so much for editing all of this, by the way. So with the editing part, you're either doing yourself and, sitting down and trying to get as many videos as you possibly can edited, or you're going to send it off to your editor. The beauty about editing now is now you have something that you can do on your downtime. Now you have something that you can do in between breaks. Now you have something because you have the file. Because keep in mind, if you had not done it this way, then you'd have to try to find a way to record and then edit. So now you have the product that you can just sit down and edit. So that's why this is so powerful. The concept of batching is incredible. The entire process that you're seeing right here, this is designed to optimize everything that you do. So once you've gone through and edited, now it's distributing, which is uploading to YouTube and optimizing it. That's the entire workflow. So if you're looking at here, the acronym that I want you to remember and ingrain in your mind is BOSSRED, BOSRED, BOSSRED. Brainstorm, optimize, script, record, edit, and distribute. That's how I'm able to make daily videos, in the sense of I'm not making a video every single day. I batch and then it happens. So that's awesome, right? So when it comes to making your videos, avoid starting from beginning all the way to the end, because that's a point of frustration. That's a burnout opportunity right there, if I've ever heard one, because that has happened to me plenty. So try to do this concept. You don't have to do 10. You don't have to do 5. You don't even have to, well, yeah, don't do 5. Start with 3. Get 3 going. All right. So just get 3 to get 3 out, get 5 to 6 brainstormed ideas, optimize 3 titles, 3 videos, and then script 3 videos, record 3 videos at once, edit the 3 videos, and then distribute them. You don't have to, whenever you upload them to YouTube, you don't have to release them on that same day. You can schedule them out. I'm not suggesting that you do 3 videos on that same day, so just making them public, but you can upload them to YouTube, optimize them, getting ready to go, and then schedule them out so you have something to produce later on. All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Just remember, admin@JaimeResendiz.com if you want the entire blueprint.